all, welcome to VJ for Sports. Here we are, live stream this time. Most of our content this time will be covering Premier League and games. So it's a new stream actually. It's a new tool as well. So I'm kind of getting accustomed to it. So if I'm like looking out there and here, so I'm just trying to understand still the UI of the tool. So hope that is an issue. But yeah, nevertheless, we've got an amazing round of fixtures for this game week 10. We've got a lot to talk about as well. It's going to be a short stream, but then let's keep it to the point and try and see what we can cover in it. Okay, so guys, first thing is all right, which tool is this, bro? OBS? No, it's not OBS. It's basically called Streammelon. It's something like StreamYard, but it's also from Streamlabs, from which you get your OBS, right? So it's from the Streamlabs, but this is more browser-based, UI, and it's kind of easy to set up and all that. So I'm using that going forward. So I will be using this going forward. But yeah. This also supports every single streams the same way. All that you have to do is share this particular link, and then you can join in, and we could have a very good show. So like always, guys, it's always an open stream here at VJ for Sports. So all that you have to do is that click on that link. We are streaming live at both YouTube and Twitch. So all that you have to do is just click on that link, and then you can talk to me directly in the stream. It would be lovely to have you on the stream and have a conversation as well. Almighty Blues, if you want to hop in, just click on that link and you will be inside the stream. All right, so just a second, guys. Okay, sorry about that. All right, no, bro, having my dinner, but I'm hearing thanks. All right, sure, no problem. Anyway, so what we have for today is, guys, first of all, I just wanted to let you guys know a few things regarding whatever has happened throughout the week before we get into the Premier League fixtures for the week, and then the score predictions and the discussions around that. First thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about was around West Ham United. There is there are rumors that are floating around as to a Czech billionaire, Daniel. Just a second. Let me check his name. I forgot his name. Okay, Daniel Kritensky. He is a Czech billionaire, but then he is planning to buy 27% of the shares of West Ham United. This is probably the first move for him to buy that club from Sullivan, who's the current owner of the club. So it could be an event of another Premier League club being owned by a foreign owner. But it is what it is, guys. West Ham United are on the brink of getting acquired by a Czech Republic billionaire. So just wanted to let you know it's not going to happen anytime sooner. It's probably going to take a year or so because the acquisition process is going to be pretty much slow. But as the initial phase, they're looking to buy 27% of the shares or of these stocks in the club. So that's what that's something I wanted to talk to you about. Apart from that, over the week we had sensational news around Manchester United as well. They were looking to get a new coach in. I mean, a new manager in. There was news that he probably would be sacked, but towards the end of this week, they probably decided, let's not sack him, rather give him chance until the international break, the following international break. So we've got this news as to Tottenham. He will be the manager for Tottenham, so that's a good news for Tottenham fans at least. Anyways, we'll come to the match prediction, so we'll talk about how the match is going to be. But in the meantime, that's one news that I wanted to talk about. Barcelona as well have sacked um, Ronald Koeman after a humiliating loss for Barcelona against Rayo Vallecano 0-4, I believe. And now the current coach, I mean the assistant coach under Ronald Koeman, is being slotted in as the interim coach for the club right now. But it is what it is, guys. Probably they're going to look at options like options in the market. Xavi is one of the names that has come across. He's a club legend, and he probably would be a good choice for the club as well. So that's a name that has come along at this point in time. Just wanted to let you guys know on that as well. All right. So okay. The next thing that I probably wanted to cover was, yeah, that's pretty much on in this particular week, guys. And now let's get into the Premier League fixtures, whatever we have for this week. An amazing round of fixtures, game week or match day 10 of the 38 match days that we have. So tomorrow 5 p.m. IST is when we'll have the first match of the week, which will be Leicester City against Arsenal. It's going to be an amazing game as well, because Leicester City are coming after after a run of 5 continuous victories, and Arsenal are coming after 8 consecutive victories across all competitions. So it's going to be interesting on which club is going to be winning this game. If you want my prediction, I would probably go with an Arsenal win for this. A Leicester win for this game, a 2-1 probably. That's what I'm expecting, or maybe even 3-2, right? 3-2 probably towards Leicester. Because the reason why I'm predicting that is because they've got a very good attacking option in Jamie Vardy. Apart from that, they've got Patson Daka, Kelechi Iheanacho. So all these strikers are going to be very difficult to be dealt with from Arsenal's perspective. Arsenal at this point in time do not have a great defense as such. They are still a leaky defense, and all that the Leicester team has to do is press hard, and Arsenal will be wide open. So it's probably going to be a 2-1. I wouldn't be surprised if Leicester go on winning this game even more, in a higher margin as well. So D-Star says that Leicester easy win. Agreed. But what is your score prediction for this match, D-Star? Arsenal versus Leicester. What would be your score prediction? My score prediction is 3-2 for Leicester. Yeah, that's something that I wanted to talk about. But meanwhile, let's probably also talk about the next in round fixtures: Watford versus Southampton. Watford, we all know what Watford did the last week. It was kind of amazing the way that they played against. Before we move on to that game, I just want to read out D-Star's prediction here. It's 3-1 towards Leicester City. All right, 3-1 for D-Star and 3-2 for myself. Let's see what will transpire probably tomorrow in the game, but we will definitely be going for a live stream for that game as well, guys. So stay tuned to the channel. We will be doing a live stream for that game. Also, just wanted to let you know that we are streaming now currently live at both Twitter as well as YouTube, so you can tune into any of those networks to catch us live at this point in time. So moving on further, Watford versus Southampton. The way that I look at this game is that, first of all, Watford has a new coach in Claudio Ranieri. The way that they played against Everton in the last game, I actually thought it's going to be an usual victory for Everton. But then the last 15-20 minutes, the way that they played actually showed the character, actually showed the brains of Claudio Ranieri in that game. They completely outsmarted Everton, and a beautiful hat trick from Joshua King for Watford. So they're gonna come in with a good form. That's how I put it. So Claudia Ranieri's Watford are in a strong position, but Southampton either is not a weak team. So let's not leave that out of the equation. They've got Armando Broja, they've got Livermento, Armstrong. Everyone is playing good, and they also played very well against Chelsea. In the cup tie that recently got completed. So it is going to be an interesting game. If you ask me, marginally due to the quality of the squad, I think um, Southampton will have a chance. But I wouldn't be surprised if Leicester gets a win out of this game, guys. To be honest, it's a very tight game. It could go either, not Leicester. I mean, Ratford gets a win. So to be honest, it's a difficult tie. It could go either way. It's basically cat on the wall. So let's hope they give us an amazing match to witness. Having said that, my prediction for this game would be Watford 1, Southampton 2. Watford 1, Southampton 2 is my score prediction for this game. Guys, you could also just put in your prediction for this Watford versus Southampton game. My prediction is Watford 1, Southampton 2. All right. The next game that we have in line is Liverpool versus Brighton. We all know the kind of form that Liverpool currently are in. One of the greatest players to have ever played the game. Mohamed Salah is going to be featuring in that game. But meanwhile, we've got a question from Almighty Blues. Let's take that straight away. Southampton may be missing Broja. Of course, I'm not sure on his. Is there an injury update on him? Like, is he injured or something? I'm not sure. Almighty Blues. Can you let me know what's wrong with Armando Broja? I thought he will be playing this game, but they were good versus us. So I'd go to a 2-2 going by Watford's last big win. Exactly. I mean, they were good against the. Watford was good as well, and Southampton as well was good against us. So it's going to be an interesting game, guys. To be honest, the game can go either way. So 2-2, not a bad prediction. Almighty Blues 2-2 from Almighty Blues. The prediction is. Having said that, let's quickly move forward to the Liverpool versus Brighton, one of the biggest game of this week. Brighton, they started off well in this Premier League in the first 10 games. They were in the 10th spot as well. They were moving in quite quickly, getting the victories and all that. They were in the 4th spot, but the last game that they played against Manchester City 4-1, I believe that the scoreline was. Phil Foden was playing an amazing game there. The one mistake that they committed in that particular game was that they tried to match Manchester City tactically as well. Against a team like Southampton, against a team like Manchester City, you shouldn't probably do the matching sort of a thing, right? So it's better that you sit deep and then you become compact defensively, and then let Manchester City play and probably play out for a draw or something like that. But they did not do that. As a result, they were exposed in the back line. Defense was kind of weak, but they ensured that they got a goal as well. Lamptey would be the key in this game as well. Lamptey, former Chelsea man, so he is playing good as well in this particular game. So Brighton versus Liverpool. Liverpool is definitely going to win this game. I'm not taking anything out of that. So it's probably going to be 3-0 for Liverpool. That's what I think. And Liverpool defense has been very strong as well. So I don't see any goal coming from Brighton, if I'm to be honest. But let's see. It's going to be interesting, guys. One of the big games of the week, definitely. Not sure if it is healed. What is healed? Okay, there was a foot injury. I know. All right, there's a foot injury. Okay. Maybe. Not sure on Broja's status, but I'll keep you posted if there is any update on that. I'll check it as well. Big up my V. All right, so Kasim from QNTV, he does wonderful job in his channel as well. Please check him out. It's QNTV. You can just click on his name and then it will direct you to that particular channel. He does a very good job. We spoke today in his I spoke today in his stream as well, so he likes to call me V, so that's why he says big up my V. Anyways, thank you, Kasim, for joining in. If you want to join the stream, you always know our streams, and every time it is kind of open. So if you want to join the stream, it is open. The link is on the chat. We are streaming live across multiple platforms, YouTube as well as Twitch. So it's up to you on whichever stream you want to join. This is the first attempt that we're streaming with a different application. It's not StreamYard. We used to use StreamYard, but then this is Stream Melon from Streamlabs, the OBS Stream Melon. That's what we're using today. Seems to be working fine, if I'm to be honest. So let's see. Okay. Thanks, bro, says Kasim. So getting back to the Brighton Liverpool game, guys. Interesting game. We will try to bring that as well live. Let's see what game we can go live there. Watford, Southampton, Liverpool, Brighton, Newcastle, Chelsea. No, no, we've got Chelsea match that we have to go live at the same time, so we'll probably go live for the Chelsea game. So Newcastle, Chelsea. Let's get to the Newcastle, Chelsea at the last. Probably we'll cover the rest of the games before. Since this is predominantly a Chelsea channel which covers more Chelsea content, we'll talk about that particular match in detail. Man City versus Crystal Palace as well is happening, guys. Man City, Crystal Palace. Patrick Vieira has been good for Crystal Palace. In this particular season, he's been doing a good job with Gehi, Benteke, Zaha. Conor Gallagher has been playing amazingly well for Crystal Palace. He's been an integral part of the Crystal Palace squad. So they are a very good squad, but if I'm not sure if they are to the level of a Manchester City going into the game. So it's going to be probably a Manchester City win if I'm to be predicting. A City win. I'll go with a 3-0 as my score prediction. Manchester City 3, Crystal Palace 0. Let's see if these score predictions come right as well. I'll probably keep you posted as to how closely we got in terms of the score prediction. All right. The next game that we have in line is Burnley versus Brentford. Again, a very difficult match. Equally match side. Burnley has been bad. They started the season bad, but then they've been coming a bit better now. Brentford, they started the season very good, but Ivan Toney seems to be missing his mark, so that's a challenge for them. He has to get some goals and going. That's when Brentford can finish in the top 13, 14 spot that they were initially called for. Probably they would, if they finish it there, it would be good. But the way that they're playing, Brentford are definitely a contender to win this game. But then Burnley also have got into their group, so I will go for a draw here. Burnley 1, Brentford 1. That's my prediction for this game, guys. Please do put in your predictions as well here on the stream. We'll just read through it and see what we can make out of it. That's one thing. Brentford versus Burnley. Moving. Okay, the next game is a game of managers who could probably leave the job if they lose this game. Tottenham versus Man United, both insecure managers in the context of the first 10 Premier League games that is being played. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer faces Nuno Espirito Sanchez. Manchester United versus Tottenham, played at the Tottenham Stadium now. Used to be called White Hart Lane, but now it's called the Tottenham Stadium. So that's exactly where the game is to be played. It's not going to be easy for either of the teams. Both of them would probably sit back, defend, and ensure that they're not leaking goals through their defense. Both of their defense have been shambolic this season. Let's be honest about it. Emerson Royal has not been someone that Tottenham thought he would be. Regularly has been decent. Eric Dyer, not so much. So it's difficult in terms of Tottenham's defense. But at the same time, when you talk about Manchester United defense, that is again being very shaky. Harry Maguire has not been performing to the best of his ability. As some of the Manchester United fans call him the fridge. He's been very slow, poor in terms of marking the players. So it's not been that great for Manchester United and for Harry Maguire. He has to step up his game. He is a leader for Manchester United at this point in time, and they would be expecting him to prove himself as a leader on the pitch tomorrow when they play against Tottenham Hotspur. So apart from that, Varane as well has to get into his groove and combine well with Harry Maguire. The last game that Manchester United played against Liverpool, Luke Shaw was almost invisible because I guess he was more on the attack, and then he missed tracking back for Salah or even Trent, but they completely exploited that left wing Liverpool. So Luke Shaw has to be very careful about how he marks this particular team, because Manchester United as well have very good attacking players in Greenwood, on the wider area. Greenwood and Rashford, Bruno Fernandes as well can be lethal on his day. Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the best players to have ever played the game. He as well is very would be wanting to prove his worth in this particular game. So it's going to be an interesting game, but nevertheless, I will go for a Manchester United win 2-1. The reason why I'm doing that is because both of them have weak managers, so tactically it's not going to be that big of a match, if I'm to be honest. But then one thing that I feel why Manchester United could win is because United have a very good individual player capability. Let's take Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes. Okay, hi bro, I want to come in. I having an issues. All right, I'm not sure what's the issue. Just a second. Are you able to click on this particular link, Kasim? Let's see what's wrong here. So when you click on the link, it's probably going to take you to this let's get you ready for the show sort of a page. You can just click on your name and then select your audio and video device, and then click on join. You will directly join the stream. It's going to be straightforward. Kasim, can you check if that is working for you? Just click on that link and it will directly take you. Okay. While Kasim attempts to join the stream, let's probably go through the game that we were talking about, Man United versus Tottenham. Yes, like I was saying, it is probably going to be due to the individual brilliance of Manchester United. They will win this game 2-1. That's my prediction for this game. But we will be doing a live stream for this game as well, guys. This back-to-back live streams for this week. It's going to be an interesting week, and there are a lot of matches lined up as well. Moving on from that game, Norwich versus Leeds United. Again, two teams which are trying to find their feet. Leeds United have been performing decently, but they're not able to get any victories. So they've got a leaky defense at this point in time. So they'll have to correct that definitely and come back. Norwich City has been very bad in this particular season, and they will have to definitely find their form back. I'm hoping Billy Gilmore will play this particular game, but if at all he doesn't play, let's see what generally what would probably happen in the game. Apart from that, in terms of score prediction, Leeds United versus Norwich City. Leeds, Bielsa also confirmed that Rafinha is going to be playing this game, guys. So Rafinha will feature in this game most probably. So having said that, my prediction for this game would be leaning towards Leeds United to um, Norwich City nil. That's my prediction, guys. Or probably even Leeds United 1, Norwich City nil. Having said that, moving on further to the next team, Aston Villa versus West Ham United. Aston Villa versus West Ham is an interesting game as well, guys, because both of them are in form. Aston Villa not so much, but then they're managing to get their wins. Emi Bandea, Emi Martinez, they've got new signings in as well, and they're performing good as well. And now the latest, sensation for them. I guess Cash, who's at the right back, Polish international, just converted to Polish international from being an English international. So they have a decent team and they can definitely challenge West Ham United. West Ham United under David Moyes has been good as well. They over the week. Got a victory against Manchester City in the Carabao Cup, which they have been dominating for the last 3-4 years, Manchester City. But West Ham United managed to chuck them out of the competition. So let's not take anything out of West Ham United. It's going to be difficult to face West Ham United, and let's be honest about it. Aston Villa, it's going to be played at the Villa Park. Aston Villa versus West Ham United. I'm leaning towards a West Ham victory marginally. So 2-1 is my prediction. West Ham 2, Aston Villa 1. Right. So Kasim, if you're watching the stream, can you please provide an update as to what's happening with your joining in process? Is it working, or do you still have any trouble there? There's a new application we are trying, so there could be a problem. So just let me know if there is something, then we'll correct it in the next stream. Okay, moving forward to the next game, Wolves versus Everton. Everton has been playing good, decent for the first 10 run of games, but then in the last game they flopped miserably against Watford. They did not expect Watford to turn up in that way in the last 15-20 minutes, so they probably have to forget that, and come with a fresh mindset to win this particular game. But I would lead towards an Everton victory in this game, given the fact that Madison has been good, has been in a very good run of form. So it is going to be difficult for Everton to break Wolves' defense, because we know that Wolves are historically a very good defensive side, and they've got a structured defense that they work with. So it will be interesting on how Everton will play around the Wolves' defense and get a goal for themselves. So I'm expecting a 2-0 victory for Everton against Wolves. So at last, as we promised, let's get to the Newcastle versus Chelsea game. A very interesting game. I mean, it's still a formality win for Chelsea, but then again, playing with any Premier League team is not going to be easy as what we think. But fairly, Newcastle at this point in time are going through a transition in terms of their manager as well. Steve Bruce has just quit, and has just been sacked. The assistant coach of Chief Bruce is the one who is managing the team at this point in time. So he is the interim coach for them. Sen Maximin is someone that I am probably a bit concerned about in the way that he plays against Chelsea. I mean, in the way that he plays. So it's going to be interesting on how he plays against Chelsea as well. Apart from that, talking about Chelsea, we've got four members out of the squad today for the game. Werner, Lukaku, Kovacic, and Pulisic are out of this game. They are not available for this game. So for me, the 11 would be Edouard Mendy in the goal, Rudiger left centre back. Centre back would be probably Thiago Silva, right centre back. Um, Chalaba, right wing back, Reece James, left wing back, Chilwell, Kante, and Jorginho in the center. RLC is having some sort of an injury as well, so I'm not sure if he is all fit to play this game. So probably Tuchel might not want to risk him in this game because we've got a close match against Malmova coming soon. So having said that, that is the reason why I'm predicting probably Chalaba and sorry, um, Jorginho and Kante for this game. So that's one thing that I wanted to talk about. And talking about the attack, it probably is going to be Havertz in the center because of the absence of Werner and Lukaku. Havertz might have to play every single game. Um, um, until Werner and Lukaku comes in. So that's one thing. The attacking option, the center would be Havertz, and Mount would probably play in the right wing, and Cho could play in the left wing, but it could definitely go the other way around as well. Ziyech could probably feature in the right wing, and Mount could come later into the game. So it's completely open in terms of how Chelsea would probably line up for this game, but I'm hoping that they line up with a 3-4-3 and this particular lineup because it's one of the strongest lineup that I was able to come up with in terms of the after checking the availability of the players. So I'm hoping. I wish we come up we use this particular lineup, but there is a possibility that Aspilicueta might also feature in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if he features in this game because he is coming from an injury, and maybe Tuchel doesn't want to risk him at this point in time. But if he wants to have a leadership in the back line, maybe he can go for Aspilicueta and allow Christensen to play in the centre back, and probably Silva might be rested for the Malmova game that has to be. I mean, that will be happening in the next couple of days time. So it's going to be interesting on how we are going to be lining up. So Christensen is also available. Silva probably might play this game. Aspilicueta as well is available. So the defense at this point in time, we've got a lot of options and a lot of available players as well. So Alonso as well is available. So there could be a possibility Chilwell might be dropped for this game and or rested for this game and play against Malmova directly. And Alonso might feature in this game. But my prediction in terms of defense is Alonso, Rudiger, Silva, Chalaba, James, and the midfield is Jorginho, Kante, goalkeeper, Mendy, attack, Mount, Havertz. So that's my 11 guys. Apart from I'm guessing a 3-0 victory, or probably a 4-0 victory for the Blues. Chelsea 4, Newcastle United 0. That's my score prediction for this game, guys. But let's see what happens. So that's what I want to cover in this particular stream as well, guys. I just wanted to talk about the Premier League and the score lines, and also about the news surrounding West Ham United and Barcelona's coaching staff change, and the issue that Manchester United are currently facing. So that's pretty much what I want to cover today in the stream. I told you already it's going to be a short stream because we've got the match tomorrow and we've got close to 4.5 hours of live stream. So I've got to prepare for those live streams as well. Having said that, it was always nice to have you guys on the stream. Almighty Blues, thank you for being in the stream and supporting. QNTV, Kasim as well. Thank you for your support as always, mate. And we've got D Star as well joining in the stream today. Good support from D Star. Thank you, D Star, for joining in the stream. So we will be continuously bringing in updates in terms of matches. Stay tuned with VJ for Sports. We are live streaming in both uh, YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. So that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about to you guys today. I'll soon see you, not soon, probably tomorrow. We'll catch up for multiple live streams happening in the channel. So stay tuned to VJ for Sports. This is VJ signing off. Peace out.